and YouTube. It is Wednesday, which means it's time for my third vlog post. I've been asked about what this lovely item is. That is my light switch. It's a cool British light switch. It's weird because you click it up to turn it off and down to turn it on, which seems counterintuitive for some reason. I just film my videos sitting on my bed because I don't have a desk, so that's why it's kind of jiggly, because my computer's just in my lap. There's just a blank wall behind me. There's some fun art here in the flat, though. We call it the Taxi Palace because the art has a New York theme, because maybe they thought we'd get homesick. I don't know. But here, you'll see our lovely taxi poster here in mine and Carter's room. I did see a show last night. We went and saw The Rivals by Richard Sheridan. It was pretty awesome. Lots of dueling and mistaken identities and things of that nature. It reminded me of a new item for my bucket list, which I mentioned last week. You know, seducing a royal is on there, so I've started writing it down. But we already know seduce a royal, be in a duel and or a pub brawl, which is what The Rivals made me think of. Learn Swahili so as to understand the entirety of The Lion King. Be someone's muse for something. My readings reminded me of that. We were reading Dante and Beatrice and all that loveliness. Get Wayne Brady to tell me that I'm awesome. We were watching Don't Forget the Lyrics, a few of us here in the flat, and this guy was cray-cray, and Wayne Brady was just like, you're awesome, and I was like, I want that to happen to me. I would like to set foot on every continent before I die. I only have North America and Europe so far. I would like to become fluent in a second language. I'm getting there in Spanish. Actually, I heard Spanish for the first time here in London last night, which was nice because for some reason, whenever I hear words that are not English, my brain automatically goes to Spanish mode because that's the only other language I can translate into. And here, there are so many languages, so whenever I hear something, I'll just start thinking in Spanish, and it's not helpful because they'll be speaking like Romanian or Czech or French. I'd like to go skydiving. That has to be on everyone's bucket list, I've decided, because you just need to challenge death like that. I would like to read the complete works of Shakespeare before I die. And lastly, on my list so far is I'd like to go to Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween because I bet it's pretty spectacular. And speaking of traveling to fun places at fun times, I have confirmed this week that I will be going to Dublin for spring break and St. Patrick's Day. It's gonna be awesome. I'm pretty stoked. So I will update you about that. I've discovered that they're actually not so much stricter about medicine here. You just have to ask for the good stuff. So I went to the counter and I told them I have this cough. I'd really like an expectorant and a suppressant. And she's like, well, this is the only one we have, but it's going to taste gross. And I was like, ugh. If the British think it tastes gross, it probably tastes pretty gnarly. The smell alone is enough to make you gag. It kind of smells and also tastes like an 80-year-old woman's purse. So that's not fun, taking that. But it works really well because I discovered, I took a dose and I was like, I should see what's in this and know what I'm putting in my body. So I read it. It's got codeine in it. So I was taking codeine, which didn't affect me too badly, although it kept making me lightheaded, as codeine can do, and I tend to faint as it is. So I decided to stop taking it. So my cough has gotten better than it was before I started taking the codeine, but worse than it was when I was taking the codeine. But hopefully it's clearing out and going back to my normal chronic cough. So I've been doing a lot of walking in this lovely London weather. It's been pretty consistently between 45 and 55 since I've gotten here, and it's pretty much always cloudy and misty and occasionally rainy, which sounds dreary, but it's nice to know what to expect. Because in Ohio, they had that warm front, they were like in the 60s, and now it's snowing again, and I don't know what's going on there. Nobody ever does. You know the saying, if you don't like the weather in Ohio, wait 5 minutes. I walk at least a mile to class every day, but it's good exercise, which is nice, and it's fun because at the end of the walk, the way I know that I'm where I need to turn to go to my school is I see a ginormous statue of Freddie Mercury for where the Queen musical takes place. I'll show you a little picture of it now. Also, I'm cooking for myself, which is always an adventure. So I'm eating small quantities and rather healthfully. So hopefully I'll be in great shape when I get back. I'm excited for that. So in class right now, we are reading Ivanhoe. And I forgot how magnificent it is. It's so ridiculous and wonderful and romantic and over the top. It reminded me how much I really love the Romantics, especially the Romantic poets. Not so much their poetry, although that's fun to read, but just their lives are so fascinating. Mostly, I really love Byron and Shelley, as I like to call them, the original bromance. They are quite easily the most fascinating literary figures ever, just ever. So I have this pipe dream of writing a screenplay for Byron and Shelley, the original bromance, because they are incredibly interesting figures. Maybe that should go on my bucket list, write a Byron and Shelley movie. I'm adding it. Also, here in England, they're already gearing up for Easter. I haven't looked at a calendar. I don't really know when it is, but that's exciting. So I bought my first Cadbury cream eggs today. I actually bought two. I already ate one, and I'm going to eat this one soon because they're so delicious. Today is a sad day for me, though, because I have officially run out of clean underwear. I'm wearing my last pair. Funnily, my Union Jack boxer briefs. So I'm going to endeavor to do laundry today. To use the machines in our flat or in the laundromat near us, it's about 5 pounds or so to do laundry, which is an exorbitant amount. I'm not going to spend that much money. I haven't done this much laundry by hand ever, so we'll see how that goes. And I don't really have anywhere to hang it up, so that's not good either. So it could turn ugly, but hopefully it'll be fine. Anyway, so that's mostly my life right now. Good times here in England. Look out for Kara on Friday, and I will see you all next week. Audrey, Audrey. Audrey, Audrey. If I was as cool as Charlie is so cool-like, I would eat this all in one bite. Sadly, I am not that cool, so I'm just going to eat it a bite at a time. So good.